Greetings, ladies and whoop, what did I do? Oh god. Well, ladies and gentlemen of the internet, 'tis I, the Fat Viking Knight. Hello, Mr. Joe Biden. Are you drunk today? Will you be joining us in conversation, or have you just come in for your daily Joe Biden? That's the question. Dun, dun, dun. I really want like a waterfall curtain in hopes that they can't get through that. Maybe that's something we can do. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out. Alright, what do we want to do first? The answer is simple. I want to build some birch trees. So let's go ahead and start with some lovely birch trees. Let's start with that, and we'll see how it goes. And obviously it does need to be bigger than the house, because you want to be able to see it. And the only way to see it is if it's bigger than the house. I'm trying a bit of a new setup today. I don't know if I will like it, but we're gonna give it a shot, see how it feels for a little bit. And if I don't like it, then we'll fix. But we're gonna give it a go anyway, and just hope for the best. Hope that it seems all right. Seems weird. I don't know. We'll see. We will see. I probably should have read the tutorial, to be completely honest, and that is not something that I did. So now I just have to struggle for a little while. Struggle for a little while, you know? Little while. Already it feels odd. I don't know. You guys have no idea what I'm talking about, by the way, and that's okay. But it feels odd. Let's go down the tree. Gotta add our leafy bits. Make it all nice and pretty. And then I do think there should be, yeah. It's a tall boy. It is a tall boy. We need a pillar up there, get ourselves a little mower. Oh shit, I forgot to turn my bot on. Shit. I forgot. Anyway, I hope everyone's doing all right today. That was a weird, awkward intro, and, you know, glad you're a part of it. Glad you're a part of it. We're just here. We're vibing, we're chilling. My liege, I bring news of a nearby kingdom. Oh, do tell. What is your news? My liege. What does that make me? Am I like a knight then? What does that make me? Latte is live now. Oh my goodness. Hold. Hold! I must look. Hold. I don't show him live right now. Oh, it's cold latte. Oh, sorry. There he is.
Ammonium and graphite. Yeah, these resources we can just get out of the soil, so we don't actually have to go on keep mining for those. The soil centrifuge is one of the best machines in the game, but to unlock that, we need to unlock, print, and attach a boost mod and a drill mod. So inside the research catalog, if we go, it will be in the small.
Okay, I have him up on my other monitor. We're gonna keep him up over here then. I'm gonna lurk and watch him at the same time while we're streaming. I can just put him up on my second monitor here, and we should be good to go. His voice was not what I was expecting. It's a lot deeper than I expected it to be honest. A lot deeper. Wait, if we hold on. If I dual monitor this, can I type? Hey. I'm lurking whilst watching. I'm doing all right. I am testing out a new piece of software, and I'm gonna be completely honest. I didn't read the tutorial. I didn't read the pamphlet. I didn't read any of the things. I didn't do that. So I'm kind of struggling to figure out how the hell to actually use this piece of equipment. I want you to know. And that's a thing. Is a thing. It's weird. I don't know. I know. You are utterly shocked and amazed. When you are shocked and amazed that I did not read the tutorial. I know. You are appalled and you are mind blown. I know. It's crazy. We're doing all right though. Yeah, doing all right. I thought he was doing it next week. Was I wrong? I don't know. Either way, I don't know what he's playing over there on that stream. He's definitely not just chatting, I'll tell you that. He's playing some kind of game, of which I don't know what it is, but he is doing something. But, anyway, I forgot to tell you. It's a Xenon Edge is what I have plugged in today. A Xenon Edge. It acts as a second monitor, basically. It's a 14-inch screen in which somehow I have chat on it currently. And you can treat it as a second monitor, which is weird. He got into OBS and went 1,000 miles per hour? Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. I see Zendo is over there as well. He's keeping Latte company. Good deal, Latte. Good deal. Good deal, sir. It's weird. It's weird having him up on my other monitor while I'm doing this, by the way. Very odd. That boy doesn't do things half. No, I mean... Somehow, this man saved over 100,000 points in fucking 4 months. Like, the hell? That's a crazy level of commitment. And since he is not currently here to defend himself, I would venture to say that he's overcommitted. Like, I can't tell if he likes me or just wants to torture me, you know? Either one of them is totally acceptable, but I can't really tell in place which one is which, you know? Maybe a little of both, to be honest. Maybe a little of both. It's hard to say, though, right? Like, surely someone who watches you every day enjoys your company at least to some degree, right? Right? I don't know. I don't know, man. Ooh. Oh. Whoa. What happened? What the fuck just happened? I should have read the tutorial. We did not. That's my bad. What? 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 Why are we wiking me? What? What did I do? Why you tell me? Why did I tell you about it? That's the thing that I have plugged in at this very moment that I have zero idea of how to use. It's a 14-inch. Yes, you found it. It's a 14-inch monitor. Is it like a Stream Deck? Yes. Yes, it is. But it's a virtual Stream Deck. So you can get a widget for it. And on the widget, you can use it as a Stream Deck. And currently, I have Latte on it, and I'm watching him while I'm playing the game right this second. He's a little spaceman. I literally am watching him as I am doing this. Do you need one? Yeah, you kind of do. I recommend you read the fucking tutorial like I did not, though. Because I didn't read the tutorial. I just fucking wung it. And I must say, I struggled for like 45 minutes to figure this shit out. Because I didn't read any of the things. Latte will read the tutorial, hopefully. And then hopefully he comes back and he tells me, hey, this is how you use this fucking thing. Because God knows I am not going to read this tutorial. Like, I'm not. The pamphlet in it is like 20 pages. I ain't reading that shit. That's not about to happen. I will say, I literally have unboxed this thing, 25 minutes ago, whatever. And it is wonderful. I am already liking it, and it's weird, and I like it, and I don't know. I feel like you need it. We don't have time for that. No. For an electronic, like, alright, so it had 2 cords. I figured out, plug both cords into thing, plug other 2 cords into computer, and then it turned on, and I was like, oh, shoot, okay, it turned on. I don't really need to read the pamphlet now, because it turned on. What I do need to look up is how the fuck to properly use a widget, and what is a widget, and how widget. Widget. These are things I probably will need to look up at some point, though. Because I haven't the faintest idea, to be honest. I got it to work, don't get me wrong, but there's more. There's more that it can do for sure, and I haven't done the things that it can do, that it says that it can do, because I haven't figured that out. You follow? Yeah. It does make me want to get something else, though. I need to get one other piece. Widget. Small, shy, and friendly creature found in small holes. A widget? What? Since when is a widget a creature? What? That's weird. That's widget weird. I don't think that's real. Since 30 seconds ago. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hold on. I must... Hold on. Wait, why is that like that? Why are you like this? Okay, bring this over here. I'm not reading the pamphlet either. Ugh. We're gonna be in danger if you don't also read the read the thing. I would like if you would also read the thing. Can you read it for me and then just tell me the highlights of what I need to know? That would be wonderful. Oh, I pinned your comment by accident. I'm not really sure how that happened, but we have pinned your comment. There we go. All right. Latte is now full screen, baby. Hell yeah. Get him, dude. Get him, man. Alright, we must look. How does this look? It was a good comment. Worthy of pity. I'm not unpinning it, I'll tell you that. It's just there now. Oh yes, that looks wonderful actually. Look at that. The silhouette against the mountain. Oh yes. Oh my. In the words of fucking Nigel Thornberry, smashing. Don't ask why I've brought Nigel Thornberry into this, but he's here and he's here to fucking stay. I'll tell you what. I think I've played this game. I still don't know what it is because he's under just chatting and has not fixed what it actually is. But I think I've played this game, by the way. It looks hella familiar. Stop the leaning in. Why? How could you? You want me to stop? We don't stop. We survive! To the Fiverr guy. This is madness. Madness. This isn't madness. This is Sparta! Don't spare the horses. No, of course not. Do not spare any horses. The game is the... I have played that before. I have. I did that. I did see a putty cat. I have played that before. When I was a young warthog. When he was a young warthog. I couldn't quite get there. It's all good. All good in the hood. The Yellow Submarine. Need to make some trees. I can show you the world. I told Latte that you were coming on Lampshades, by the way. I'll have you know. Now everyone in the Cosmoverse knows why your lampshades are crusty. The truth hurts. thinks I'm pure. That's what he defended you. He came to your rescue. And then I showed him the unequivocal proof of the lampshades. And now he knows you are just as much of a degenerate as the rest of us, which is outstanding. You know, if you were a farmer, though, you would be outstanding in your field, most likely. Just for the record. Head in hands. Feel your shame. Points to the door. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. We're in a goofy goober mood right now. We have gone to Weenie Hut Jr. And we've got our big purple sundae thing. Gooberberry Sunday, I think it's called. Yes. And now we're ready to roll. What was up with you last night? That sounds fucking ominous as shit. What do you mean? What was up with me? What do you mean? I feel like I was pretty normal yesterday. Ish. I mean, it's relative because I'm never normal, but I feel like I was pretty normal yesterday. Unless you're talking about what happened after stream, which is when I got very, very sick and was throwing up. Oh, yeah, no. It was, I woke up in the middle of the fucking night and I was like throwing up. I was getting like fucking cold spots and hot spots and fucking, I felt like I was dehydrated as fuck. I just happened to pull up Thunus while I was on, while all this was fucking happening, and I was like dying. I was like, just absolutely dying. I did forget I even came in there. I did forget that though. Yeah, no, it was real bad. I like woke up from sleep too, and just all of a sudden I was like, I don't fucking feel good. And so like I chugged a bottle of water real quick, and then I like waddled around, like I got up, like splashed some water on my face, and then all of a sudden I was like, oh god, I don't feel good. And it came out of me like a demon. Like I was possessed. It just came out. Thus was like, you wanted to... I probably... Like, this was very quick. It, like, happened. I was, like, suffering for, like, 10 minutes. And then I just went back to bed. Like, it never happened. Literally just went back to bed like, it's fine. We're good. Yeah, literally just went back to bed. Was like, oh, whatever. We're good. It was very odd. It came out of fucking nowhere, though. Oh, man. Out of nowhere. Well, you owe him a message. That's fair. Hold on. I'll do that now. Where the fuck is Thunest? Fun. Hello? Fun. Where's Thunest? The fuck? hello. There you go. We sent hello. I am good. No longer sick. There we go. He did similar to me in the struggling with heartburn, then disappeared without a word for 15 minutes, came back as if nothing happened. I mean, that is how it works, right? Is how it works. Just out of curiosity, why did he add "it's" to his name? By the way. I have nothing against it, I'm just inquiring as to why he added the word "it's." You know? I mean, we do that, though. You know, that's like the male species in a nutshell. If Zendo doesn't do that, to be honest, he is the odd one. I'm out here writing 5-page letters about my current well-being. Not to males, no. Give us like a 2-page, like 2 sentences maybe. Be like, doing well. Doing poorly. Shat myself last night, you know, whatever it is. Just give us the cliff notes. That's what we need. The cliff notes. Da, 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 da. I like cliff notes. I wonder if that website still exists. That website was great. One time someone said "see ya" and left the chat. Yeah, it feels great, doesn't it? You just let it loose. You're like, rip off that band-aid and call it a day. Also, you really should get a Corsair Xenon Edge. You should get one because I also got one, so now I feel like you should also get one. Just saying. That's how peer pressure works, right? I got one, so now you need one. Have you got an affiliate link yet? No affiliate link. If I did, though, that would be sick. I wonder if I could get one. Maybe I could. I don't know. How do you go about getting one of those? Do you have to apply for it or what? I should look that up. I should look that up. I can show you the world. God, that was so fucking off key. There are dolphins pleading for their fucking life with how off key that was. Jesus. That was rough. I say dolphins and it immediately makes me think of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, though. With the dolphins, they're like, thanks for all the fish. Turns out that dolphins are the smartest species on the planet. It's weird. That's what it makes me think of, though. Dun 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 dun. How many more trees do you think we need up here? I'm unsure. Unsure. Do we want one on the mossy bits? Maybe one more? Maybe two. One or two more. Well, I believe we are in ads. Hello, ma'am. Take a moment, get your life together. Ads are here. Oh! Surprise, motherfucker! Alright, we're back. We're back in action. Is it me you're looking for? I'm in a weird fucking mood today. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the fact that winter's here. Maybe it's the fact that I got little sleep last night. Maybe I am secretly a werewolf. I don't know. You don't know. We don't know. No one knows. Dum bum bum. Alright, let's go ahead and add. Oh, shit. Oh, God. I accidentally have triggered the bear. Hi. Hello, honey. Hello. What are you doing? Alright. Let's make like one-ish more trees, and then we're gonna try to figure out what a frog would like. Going to be a hard thing, I think. What do frogs like? They like water. They like mud. They like grass. Do they like anything else? I don't know. I don't know. I feel like frogs like a lot of things. They like fish. Ooh, will frogs eat fish? That's a good question. That is a good question of which I do not have the answer. No answer for me. Alright, we got that. Nice little tree there. Let's add a couple more shrubs to it. And then I do feel like we need some more things up here than just a few trees, right? I'm not sure what, though. Maybe not. Maybe it doesn't need to be overloaded. Maybe the simplicity is what makes it nice. Alright, let's take a look from all the angles. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. I like that angle. That is a cool angle. Plus, you see the fucking ginormous tree back there. That's a good angle. How do we feel about here? That's a pretty good angle, too. You can see it, like, poofing out of the behind the house. It's not bad. What about here? Not as good of an angle, but it's still fine. What about here? Oh, yeah. That's the money shot right there. That's the money. That looks pretty good. I like that. That looks pretty good, I think. Excuse me. Goodbye, chicken. You'll be missed. Not really. I will not miss that poultry. I will not miss that poultry. Alrighty. Alright. Do we have any more frog lights? Don't know. Let's take a look, see if we have any more frog lights, and if we do, it'll make things so much easier for us. Of course, we do not. We could get some, I guess, real quick. Wouldn't be that hard, we just have to wait a minute. Oh, hello, goats. Hello. I forgot you were in here, to be honest. Forgot you were in there. Alright, down into the belly of the frog lamp farm. Which we definitely need to make a better one of these, by the way, because this is fucking terrible. Like, this is one of the worst farms I could have ever created, most likely. Also, we don't have enough hoppers, so that's a thing. That's a thing. So we stand here and wait while the frog boys eat the cubes of magma. I feel like I should have made this a little smaller. Why didn't we? We could just add a bunch of leaves and it should work. Let me just go in here real quick. Because if we just do this. I know it looks really dumb, but if we do that and this, then this. Can the frog still get out? Probably, right? Alright, so how does that make us feel? Does it make us feel better? Get off there. Get off there. Get them, frogs. We need lights. How many lights total do we have? 42, actually. It's not bad. Not bad. Is it very different to the things already existing? They look similar. You can use it as a stream deck. I heard about it a year ago, and I really liked the idea behind it. And I just really like the brand Corsair. My mouse is Corsair. My keyboard is currently Corsair. Like, I just really like Corsair, to be honest. And usually they have very good products. So I think that it's going to work pretty good. This seems to work better. I wonder if we need to get rid of the cage now. I don't know. I don't think it was actually a year-long wait either. I never really tried to order it. I just assumed that it was out of stock because it kept saying out of stock. So, I don't know. It does exactly what it advertises it does. And widgets are pretty easy to install on it. It's magnetic. Yeah, it could be. It's also like very magnetic, and it has a magnetic stand too, if you want to use that. I don't know. I like it though. Is it something I needed? Probably not, but you know. I was afraid of that. Get your frog ass back in there. Alright, we gotta wait for like, I don't know, I need like at least a stack of these. Probably like 2. Closer to 2 stacks, so we'll just wait. We'll hang out for it. We'll hang out. Hello. Why aren't you spawning? Whack, whack, whack. Get them, frogs. Fuck them up. They gotta eat the little ones to get the lights. They're so cool. Little frog babies. Alright, we got a stack and 6. I think we need to wait for a full stack, to be honest, which is gonna suck a little bit, but what can you do? Get wrecked, sir. Oh, can you get out? Can you get out of there? Frog, get him. Can you still see me? What's happening? Yeah, we need a better frog farm frickin' like yesterday. Is this a basalt? No, this is soul sand. This is the most efficient farm on the planet, let me tell you. We're gonna wait for like, I don't know, 32. A stack in 32 should be fine, I guess. Just because don't want to wait. I don't want to wait for it. It's so bad. Are you hitting my golems? That's so rude. No, 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 no. You shall not pass. What if we put leaves here as well? Just to detract them from trying to go up there. Alright, you... we can probably stop you from getting out that way. There we go. No, we should be cooking with gas. They can't get out, and they should just be able to... work, maybe? Yeah, that works. It, again, very, very, very inefficient, but, you know, what can you do? Okay, at least they're getting converted into babies faster, it appears. Though the golems also have the ability to just smack the babies, which is not great. Alright, that'll do. Stack and 41, that should be fine. That should be fine. Alright, cool. We got our lights, and now we can actually work on the frog farm. We're gonna need some greens, perhaps. Greens, some browns. I hate that everything is green, to be honest. Maybe we should just make their pit, like, muddy. I don't know. I don't know how I want that to work yet. Okay, so we know we need to dig this down at least one more block, 2 more blocks. Probably like 2 more blocks, I would say. Alright, so let's just put one of these on all of our torches. And that way we don't have to worry about replacing them every single layer. That should just be fine. We're going to dig this out, and it's got to be, like, very watery. Like, they should have, like, a pond, probably. But they also should have more. Echo, stop licking your elbow. She's looking at me like, fuck you, I will lick my damn elbow whenever I damn well please. Thank you very much, human. Alright, let's mine this out. 1 block. 2 blocks. 2 blocks. 2 blocks. Because the floor will be on the 2nd block, I think. Plus, we're going to make it dynamic anyway, but I just feel it needs to get dug down at least 1 block here so that we can make things happen, we can do stuff and things, and just make it work. I did forget that that was the outside world there. Not gonna lie. Did forget that a little bit. Okay, let's mine out this, and then we gotta do 1 more block, because it'll be at that level, I think. We gotta really figure this out here. Like, do we just want them to have, like, a marshland? Do we want them to have a pond? I don't know. I do feel like frogs probably have a pond. Makes sense to you guys, right? Right. Alright, so. Let's make a deep pond then. Right. The entrance? Maybe. Voila, the perfect circle. Alright, let's dig this down. Bum, 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 bum. Alright, got a big hole here. And I think we should probably fill it with, like, mud and stuff. Mud, maybe some soil? I don't know. Could use coal, I suppose, if we wanted to. Could use different blocks that we have not used yet if we wanted. Red sand? Maybe. Maybe. I said maybe you're gonna be the one that saves me. We definitely want to use some roots, most likely. Let's use some soil and some whatever the other thing is. And I do want to use some roots. Rutabaga. Here's a little song I wrote. Might have to sing it note for note, don't worry. Oh, that'll only be 1 deep. Well, I guess we should do it at least 1 more then, because they're frogs after all. They enjoy swimming, I'm pretty sure. I am pretty sure that that is a thing. Who wouldn't love swimming? A is an amphibian. Alright, so let's just do like some soil, some sand. I'm aware that this is going to create bubbles, right? So we do got to be a little sparing, because I don't want there to be just a crazy-ass amount of bubbles here. But a little bit of bubbles goes a long way, I feel. Let's go ahead and pack this up nice. Yeah, it's not too bad. And then what? I'm trying to think here. What the hell would we do in a frog habitat, you know? Like, I kind of want to make, like, big grass. I do want this to be, like, a rather large swimming pool, I think. So, let's dig this out to the sides. And then we'll see what we can put there. Well, actually, I just want the soil to be there, right? I don't know. If we make this big enough, we could make like a little lily pad here, which could be kind of cool. So you got like the inner deep layer. This gets to be water as well. And I think we want to hide some lights in here. Right. Let's see. We're covering this up with the thickets. No, we're not. So these got to go further down then. Let's go ahead and just put in a couple here and again. Don't go changing. Ooh. That's too deep. Alright, that should work on that. And then we want this layer to be stuff. So more soil. More sand, probably. Do both of those things and then mix in some of the roots, the rutabagas. That should look alright, I think. And then we can go ahead and add, I don't know, like some tall grass is what I'm currently thinking. We make our own tall grass and we do it like that. And that will be... Why is he looking up giant balls on pool? What is happening? Giant balls on pool. Hello? Oh, that's funny as hell. I like that. Giant balls on pool. Okay. And maybe we can throw one in there. Nope. Not if you do that, you dumbo. Alright, and then we cover the rest with soil. Like a majority soil and then a little bit of sand. Little bit of sand. Alright, that feels pretty good. I think I want to add a little bit more. We maybe want to add the brown or black or the gray. Or the light gray. One of them is like 3 blocks, probably. One of those blocks. I think the black. Black feels better. It's darker and more. Oh, yes. Like, we want it to be pretty muddy, I think. You know, like a good old-fashioned mukbang. A mudbang, as you were. Right, we will add very few more bubbles. Good. Yeah, that'll work. That'll look pretty good, I think. And then it appears that we need to do the outside. So do we want to do more mud? Or what do we want to do here? And more importantly, how are we going to get out and the frogs not going to be able to get out? They can jump like 8 blocks. So how do we prevent them from wanting to escape? It's a good question. It's a very, very good question, I must say. And take a moment, get your life together. Ads are here. Oh! We got ads. I'm going to grab an apple real quick. I'll be right back. Surprise, motherfucker! Surprise. Sorry. I didn't have enough time to eat my apple during the break, so we're going to eat the apple. Gala apples are where it's fucking at, let me tell you. Pink lady apples, those are pretty good. I like the sweetness of Gala. Like, they're like sweet. I do not like Fiji apples. Fiji apples are terrible. I do not like cosmic whatever the hell called apples they're called. I don't like those. Granny Smith are pretty good, but you got to have them on like the right kind of occasion. Damn, those are so good. That was a really small apple. I may have another one next break, to be honest with you, because that felt really small. Like, unnecessarily small. And I may want to do more. Alright, so we need to chop this whole layer off here. How do you like those apples? Oh yeah, love them. Truth be told, fucking love them. They're amazing. Okay, can we get some inventory space here, please? My inventory's a wreck. Ooh, more frog lights. Ooh, piece of candy. That's some real aggressive licking you're doing down there, Echo. Can you stop? She keeps, like, licking her fucking elbow. And, like, then it causes it to hurt because she keeps licking her elbow in the same damn spot. And it's like, dude, if you just stopped licking your elbow, I assure you it would not hurt you. Alright, so I want to do, like, patches, I think. Like, we want it to be kind of brown in here. Dogs do be like that. I mean, people are like that too, to be honest. More, like, when a waiter brings you a plate, right? And they're like, careful, this is very hot. What's the first thing that every male on the planet does? They reach for the damn plate. They're like, oh, yeah, I don't trust you that it's hot. I must, I must inspect for myself. And then you're like, oh, yeah, that is hot. It happens all the damn time. Humans are absolutely like that, though. Absolutely like that. Let's see, just a little bit more. All right, that feels pretty good. And then I think we need to go through and add more of the lighting. Lighting covered by roots of the mangrove variety. And I kind of want to go a little overkill in here. Can we click the right thing, please? Jesus. Yeah, I want to go a little overkill on the lights because I just don't want anything to spawn in here, be able to spawn in here. So if we just do this now, then we don't have any issues, right? Just do it now, go a little bit on the overkill, and then we can just worry about that later. We don't really need to. It's just one of those things you need to do to make things nice. You need to go a little overkill on the lights, and you need to go just a little bit more than you think you do on anything. Can they spawn here? No, but still gonna do it. still gonna do it. Tempted to add a layer of dark oak in here. I'm not going to. Okay, so we want to do the brown, which is this. The gray. Gray. Yes. So we want to add a little bit of the gray up in here. And then we'll kind of fill in the rest with the black, probably. And I do want to kind of make like a fallen tree in here, I think. It's weird because I also want to make like large grass, which is very, very weird and not something that I just go around making. But in this one particular instance, I feel that that may be the answer that we're looking for. Big grass. All right, and then we should be able to go in. Do we want to do green as well? We could. Or do we want to do poopy brown? If we're going to add green, I think it's got to be like very, very seldomly. There's too much green going on outside that I don't think it really fits in the context here. So we'll add a little bit of the brown here, and then we'll add just a tinge of the green. And that should allow us to mix those three colors together kind of seamlessly, I hope. And I do think moss is probably a good tone for that. Just because of the texture, more so than the actual look of the block. But you can kind of see here that just adding little bits of the moss makes it kind of pop, which is really nice. So we want that. And that should make a bit of a difference here. How's that feel? Oh, yes. So that feels pretty damn good. Now, we probably want to try... I was going to make a lily pad. I was going to make a lily pad. The issue with lily pad is they're going to get stuck underneath it, aren't they? How could we avoid that? Also, how does a lily pad look? It's like... How does a lily pad look? Does it look like that? No, that kind of looks, well, it doesn't not look like a lily pad. Can we shrink that at all? That's kind of massive. Can we shrink that? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I want to be able to shrink this just a little. Like that. I mean, that's better. Is that too big still, or do we need to go... Can we go smaller than that, you think? Can we go smaller than that? I have no idea. Will that fit? So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's a 7 by 7. Ugh. We've got to be able to do smaller than this, right? Right. Let's try again. So maybe we would just do 2 like that, right? And then 1. That kind of looks like a lily pad. I don't know. We're not going to do the stereotypical big-ass lily pad. I'm going to add some regular lily pads, but I'm not going to do that, I don't think. Just feels weird and awkward to me, and I don't like that. So what I'm thinking is maybe we add some white pale oak dead trees in there. That could be kind of conducive. Could add some clay, which always looks nice. Let's see here. We got the green terracotta. Got a lot of concrete, or of terracotta. So we know that the middle area here is going to be wet, right? And then wet. Like there should be like areas of dry. So maybe we just go up a layer here. We switch this out to the green because maybe it gets a little bit more green as we go. And let's just give it a shot. So let's stop like somewhere right around here. And then we do the black. Just a little, yeah. You'll see. And then we want to add our lights. Kind of randomly distributed. A little bit of light action there. Light action there. Light action. Oop. Wrong one. Wrong one. Alright, that should be able to light up that area, no problem. Again, overkill instead of underkill here. And then we have gray, I think, that we did not use. And then the rest can just be green. How does that feel? I don't love that it's so smooth, but I also don't hate it. It doesn't seem bad, actually. I do think the moss makes more sense to me, though, in this case, rather than the green. We can still use the green, but not like that. Not like that. So let's swap out all the green for moss. Tis a bold choice, I think, but a choice we must be willing to make. Just is slightly more vibrant, and against the other brown textures that are like zero texture, I think it looks alright. I think it looks pretty good. Wow, this man's got a be right back screen. Holy shit. Yeah, he wasted 0 time. Good for him, man. Dun, 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 dun. That's interesting. Hold. It's weird. That was weird. Weird bug. Alright, that looks pretty good. And I do think like most of the water should be up front here. And then maybe they have like a weird water wetland over here, but we use like stairs. So that we can get it wet without actually getting it wet. Which block should we use? Do we want to use the white pale oak? Do we want to use like a mossy? Do we want to use the andesite? Andesite's a very neutral one that could work. Let's try andesite. Let's see if we can't cook something up with it. Ooh, packed mud would also probably look pretty good. You know, let's just use mossy bricks, actually. So I want to do a bunch of the stairs, and then we're going to make some, like, randomized trenches. Yeah, make the randomized trenches here, and then kind of do some weird shit. Alright, so you just kind of... You add little bits like that randomly. Let's see. Go ahead, add in some of those. One of those, I guess. And some gray. And some gray. And then we can kind of just like fill that channel up. And have it look pretty decent. Little channel there. Okay, that should work. That should work. And then I would like to add just a couple more of these little random channels. I don't know why, but it feels correct. So we'll go ahead and just add like a channel there. And I think we want to go up again here. So let's put down our denomination, our block here, to indicate that we are no longer going that way. Obviously add our light sources so that we don't have to worry about any kind of mobs at all. Good. Little bits like that, perfect. Need a little speck of gray. Okay, and some moss. Yes, that looks pretty good. Okay, so I think I would like to go up at least one block here. So let's go ahead and just fill the ground with dirt so that we don't have to place like that. So I would like to do a mound of some sort, like right like that, probably. And another mound just like that, maybe. Not moss. I meant to use grass. And then I feel kind of compelled to go up again here. So let's just see if we can't make some kind of circular shape like that. But this one's got to go up one more block. Need to stop placing my moss because I am not intending to. Okay, so like a little bit higher up mound, right? I think that works. And then we just rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat a little bit. Definitely need some more light sources down here. We may have to push these down a block as well, because they're kind of bright, but I'm not too worried about that right this second, to be honest. Yeah, it's a little bright, but like you can kind of see it from underneath the bush like that, and I don't know, it's not bad. It's not the end of the world. Not the end of the world, for sure. We have run out of black and gray and brown. We need to go get more of that so that we can actually continue this. Right, we're out, maybe. Sleep the night away since it is in fact raining and just terrible. Any more black, gray, or brown? Light gray, but no, nothing else. Alright, let's put down our soul sand. I don't think we're using that anymore. Goodbye, sir. Just put down most of this stuff. Don't need the hoe. I mean, I don't need half of this right this second, so that should be fine. And keep some rockets in there so that we can get terracotta. Alright, we are going to need black and gray and black, gray, and brown, I think, are the colors that we are using. Too bad there's not that many brown color blocks here, because we kind of need more, to be honest. Alright, let's bring some gray. Let's bring some black. And do we have any more terracotta? Very little, huh? Oh, we do have some more black. Oh, good. We do have some more brown. Oh, we have more gray. Fantastic. Fantastic. Light gray wool. Should we use light gray wool as well? I don't really want to. I don't really want to. Yeah, this little corner is coming along here. A Although I don't know why I'm spending so much time making a frog habitat, but, you know. That's how it be sometimes. Alright, so we got that. Got a little bit of the gray. Probably need a light or two up here. Take a moment, get your life together. Ads are here. Oh! Alright, we got ads. I am going to grab one more apple because I am still fucking really hungry and I don't know. It's like really all I have to eat is apples. So we're going to go get another apple. I'll be right back. Surprise, motherfucker! Okay, I did not get 2 apples, but I did get some pepperoni, so we're gonna eat that and an apple. Pepperoni and apples, the perfect combination, obviously. The perfect combination. Mm. Does anyone else just eat raw cold cuts like this? Like, I find it very, very good of a snack. Very, very good indeed. You do? What's your go-to cold cut? For me, it's either Genoa salami or this kind of pepperoni. I don't know what kind of pepperoni this is, but this kind. Hi. Hello. Hi. What's up, little muppet? Snack idea. Thinly sliced apple topped with pepperoni and thin sliced cheese. Maybe. I don't know if you could do a sweet apple like a gala, though. I think you would have to do like a tart apple, like a Granny Smith, to make it work. Also, look at this stem. I don't know if you can see that, but that's a massive stem. The stem is almost bigger than the damn apple. Well, so here's the thing with like we know that like brie cheese and apple go really well together. Those two things go great together. What we don't know is how pepperoni would fit into the mix, to be honest with you. That's I don't know, it's a bit of a wild card. Brie and purple grapes? Oh yes, yes. We could know right now. I don't want to know right now. What do? You take a bite of the apple, you take a bite of the pepperoni, and then you take a bite of the cheese, and you chew it all together? It was a really good apple, though. A really good apple, let me tell you. It just juiced the fuck out of me. It juiced my whole ass arm. Ah, yeah, cool. What you doing, Babs? What you doing? Hey, cool. What you doing? Cold cuts. I buy an Italian meat packed with 3 different kinds: pastrami, salami, and is it prosciutto? Oh yes, prosciutto. I love me some prosciutto. Pastrami didn't sound right, yeah. I like making like a carbonara, but it's really, really hard to get guanciale in the States here, to be honest. Like most of the time you can get pancetta, but but getting guanciale here is fucking so hard. So hard. After this apple, I think I'm gonna try and finish the frog habitat today. I know we barely started, but I do think I'm gonna try. Guanciale, never heard that word before. When you make a proper carbonara, normally so in America it's hard to get pancetta as well. So what you do is you cook bacon in your skillet first, and then you cook the rest of the carbonara inside the bacon grease, and then you add the bacon bits back in. But guanciale is like, I don't know, it's sweet, yet it's smoky, yet it's balanced, and it just, that with the eggy, creamy texture of the carbonara is just chef's fucking kiss. Well, I'm thinking about it. What do you think I should do in this frog habitat? Do you think there should be a bunch of like tree branches and fallen trees, or what? Or do you think we should just make like a large grass strands all over the place? I don't think that's how you spell guanciale, also. I'm pretty sure. Though I've never seen it spelled, so it's hard to tell. All right, we're ready to go. Let's make this frog habitat. Ooh. Hold on, my mouth feels weird now. Little bulbies. One of my doggos has been extra cuddly lately. And for whatever reason, she is just allowing me to give her belly rubs whilst we stream, which is very unlike her. Where is the black? Okay, that all can be green. We want to add just a little... Oh, wait. Did I not add brown here? Did I want brown? I did want brown. I've added too much black here. Alright, that seems fine. And then we want our light source at the very... Oh, I got hiccups now. Oh, God. Hiccups. Jesus. Alright, let's grab some moss. And we're gonna need some log. I think I really want to use the pale oak log. It's gonna be weird. But we do weird so well. So I'm very tempted to do that. We do weird well. Let's do it. Oop, it would help if I had my rockets in my offhand, though. Alright, let's get that. Let's get the pale oak wood. Do we want to strip it, or do we want to leave it gray? Don't know. Oh, it looks so nice. So very nice. Little by little, this is coming together here. I do think I want to add a little bit of detail on that, but you know, other than that, we're coming along. All right, so we got pale oak. The gray looks pretty good. The white might look better though. So I think I want to make like a big crossbeam. Like a diagonal crossbeam, a couple of them. So we would do something like that. Oh wait, hold on. We should do these. So the white is not accessible. Okay, and then cut across like that. And do a little bit of a thickening agent. Little bit of a thick. Yeah, just like a tree branch sitting across. I think that's kind of cool. And then we'll do the ceiling to be like mossy and leaf covered, I think. I do wonder how much fall damage they can take, though. I'm unsure of that. But if we then kind of come down and branch off of this, that feels like it's like, you know, being held together a bit. And then we'd need to add like a bit of stability here to make it like this is a log, but it's an overgrown log. It kind of looks like a little dinosaur, unintentionally. Like there's the legs and there's like the head. It's weird. Made a little dinosaur. Yeah. So we want to do like things like this, I think, and I believe that I want to really add that on. Hang on. Why? Why are we hanging? It does look like a little dinosaur. That's awesome. Froggy. Yes, frogs. We are making frogs. We're making a frog habitat. Right now. That's what we're doing. We're making frog habitats. Looks sick. Name a stick. Okay. And what would you like your stick to be named? Yeah, that looks good. And maybe something like that. I'm naming the frog, though. Well, there's a shitload of frogs. You know that, right? It's a down payment. Okay. Okay. It's a down payment. Where did all your points go, Lighthouse? Someone's been carefree spending, I see. You promoted the remix to your stream. Oh, Lord. Alright, fair. I will take your stick as a naming of one of the frogs. Told everyone to come over while I redeemed it. Fair enough. Fair enough. That looks so nice, yeah. This area is a lot bigger than I thought it would be, also. Alright, what do you want the name of your frog to be? We'll give you Froggy. You don't get a baby, though. You just get to name one of the adult frogs. That looks so good, actually. Holy shit. Okay, so I want to do, like, a weird thicket here. Like, I want you to be able to see the frogs, right? But also, I want them to be able to hide wherever they choose to hide, you know? So we got these, like, dead branches all around, and I think it's gonna work. So what would you like the name of your frog to be? Didn't want that block. You want it to be named Froggy. Okay, I can do that. Yeah, that looks nice. And then we'll have to add like the pale moss in here as well. It's starting to look good though. So now we're gonna have to worry about the lighting up there, however. That is a little bit of a problem. Yes. And then if we just take this, right? It's going to be kind of parkour-esque in here. Without actually being a parkour. feels good. We got these big, like, sweeping vines all throughout. I like that. I like it a lot. I do not take this concession as a promise of future discounts. That's fair. We have a little more work to do before we can get the frogs in here, though. Little more work. By that, I mean a lot. A lot more work. But we're going to keep trucking along at it. So with any luck, we can do something nice. We're going wild out here. Where's my moss? I didn't grab the moss. Damn it. I keep not grabbing the stupid moss. Moss. Thank you. We're going to need some water buckets. We're going to have to figure out how to light this shit up now. Because that's obviously going to be a problem. That's obviously going to be a bit of a problem. Oh, that looks so nice, though. That looks good. And we can do even a couple more of these, I think. Because we could light that up, too. Yeah, a little bit of water never hurt nobody. Especially not frogs. I'm pretty sure Minecraft frogs can swim. If not, I guess we'll find out very soon. Sorry, frogs. I'm using you as guinea pigs, kind of. Okay, why did I put this one here? Unsure. So we want a little bit of the gray, a little bit of the brown, and then we need to put in some lighting because we got to take these away. Oh, I don't like that you can see the dirt there. No. So we'll just put it like here then. That'll work. We need a little bit of the brown. Bastard. Fucking fly, dude. Fast as hell. Bring that down if we wanted to. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. That's a really nice, like, dead tree branch, though. I like that a lot. Okay, what else do we need in here? Do we probably need at least one more light source, I would guess. Ensure that nothing can spawn. Nothing can take away our froggy goodness. That's gotta be brown. Alright, so that is good. Are we good on light over here? We appear alright. Yes, perfect. Little bit of the mouse. Little bit of the gray, more moss. It may be kind of dumb that I'm using moss here. It may be, but I don't care. It's the best suited for the area. and thus we should use it. Okay. Inventory is looking a little fucked right now. So do we want green vines hanging from the ceiling, or do we want... It's a cave. Do we want it to look like a cave at the top, or do we just want to put a bunch of vines at the top? It's very flat, I am noticing, so we will need to fix that. We'll need to fix that. Let's see if we can't go from here to right there. I want to just like eclipse it a little bit. Something like that. And I do really like the vines. The vines hanging down are just nice. The dead roots. And again, I think we're going to use the trick of the pale buttons maybe as like mushrooms. Oh, that's looking so nice, though. Very different than the rabbit one, which has, like, a lot of life and trees and stuff. This one is, like, a lot of dead things. Because in my mind, frogs are, like, bottom feeders, and they probably like large wooded areas, you know? Whether that's true or not, I have zero idea, but... it feels like it is. What are we going to do about that? I don't think it's terrible to leave it like that, to be honest, because you're never going to see that part. And if we cover it up and we make it dark enough or whatever, it should be fine. Unsure of how I want to do that, to be honest. Do want this one to go the other way, though, I think, as well. Something really cool and aesthetic about that. Something like that. Beautiful. And then I think we need to do a big one of these from like here to over there. God, I really hope frogs cannot take crazy amounts of fall damage. Like a windswept tree here. All the way connected and connected, I think, yeah. Ooh, that kind of blocks my aesthetic. We can't do that one. We can't do that one. Cannot do that. Yeah, that one is, like, it takes away too much of my aesthetic. And, like, this is the, like, where you're going to be seeing it from, right? So, right here will be a small, shallow pond. There will be a waterfall here. This is kind of where you'll see it from. So, I don't want to obstruct that view too much there. It's looking good, though. Looking good. Kind of random, kind of weird, kind of all over the place, but nonetheless, good. Let's add a little bit more of the moss. could do a little bit of a line. Like, these don't need to be connected at all either. It's the beauty of these little trenches. Just add a little bit more blue hues in here. Take a moment, get your life together. Ads are here. Oh! Oh, indeed. Like that. One more for the road. Good. Okay, let's add our lights all around. Okay, just enough lights to make this work. And replace that. Okay, then we need our patches, or our roots. Quietly make this into what it needs to be. It's a lot of lights, but it's a lot of frog. I feel inclined to fix that right there. And right there. Black.
Surprise, motherfucker!
Surprise. Hello. Alright, so let's start with the black as the biggest component, I think. Frogs tend to dwell in mud. This is all kind of supposed to represent mud. We could just use mud, but I don't want to. I think you're going to get like a very stark difference too from this and the turtle sanctuary, which is going to be connected to this. I think they're going to be very, very different from each other. Turtles, in my mind, I think like beach, I think like island, I think like palm trees. So we're probably going to do that over there and more of the dead decaying over here in the Frogland. What is she doing? Alright, a little more brown, and then it's time to come back through with our moss. Is that fine? That feels alright. It's gonna be a lot of moss here, and I think that is totally fine. Like, some areas the moss would spread, so we're good with that. Unfortunately, this is not getting us any new blocks here, so that's sad news bears. But not everything can use new blocks, huh? That's fine. That's fine. Yep, that looks nice. So we don't want to obscure the windows either. We do not want to obscure the windows, right? So we would go and probably start a twisting, turning tree here. Some kind. So if you're looking from those two perspectives you're looking in, this would be fine. Okay, we gotta fix that. We have much to fix. So sturdy one, good. And it's gonna be really hard not to block this view, I think. But we'll make it work. That looks pretty good. A little bit of a thicket. You're looking from here, so you want to be able to see. Let's see here. Something along those lines. And then maybe one coming from the ceiling. That should work. And another one propped up to the ceiling. Something along those lines. So you should have a nice view in here. Get rid of that. Okay, and then these need to be something other than the dirt. Let's just add some grass, some moss, some dirt. Such like that. Looks really nice. I should probably bring the glass up there. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter actually, but okay, how are we looking on light levels? It looks like we need at least one more here. This looks fine. That looks fine. If we take that one out, are we fine? Does appear so. We're going to need a lot of water buckets. And then I don't know what we do about the roof because it's very flat. So we can bring it down, we could drop it, we could use stone. Probably have to use stone again. Little. To be clear, you're not really going to be able to see any of the frogs from the outside here. Like, you might catch a glimpse of them from both of the entrances, or both of the glass viewing areas, but I don't expect you to be able to. Oh, that's looking nice. That's looking so nice. Maybe we make some like little mushrooms in here too. We could go and get the materials for that real quick. Yep. Let's go grab us some more mushy blocks. Is this Silk Touch? Does not have Silk Touch on it. We could put Silk Touch on it. Should we? Will I be annoyed if my axe has Silk Touch on it? Yeah, probably. We will probably be annoyed, yes. But we can make a new one real quick, I suppose, and yeah, let's make a new one, and that way we can just do it and not have any issues, I think. I'm in a sanctuary building mood. We went from rabbit sanctuary to frog sanctuary. What did I need? Mushroom blocks. We needed emeralds first, though, so let's do a trip for emeralds. 1, 2, 3 stacks of iron blocks. That's fine. We should heal, go get some levels real quick, go get some emeralds so that I can keep up my flow of emeralds. Hello. Hello. Alright, hopefully we just get enough emeralds here to build our axe. We also need enough levels too, I'm like worrying about. Although we're repairing all of our tools, but it's fine. Alright, tools are now repaired, so we should be able to get a little bit more levels. Beautiful. Get all the emeralds, all the levels. If we can, we'll try to spend every bit of iron that we have. So we're not being wasteful, you know? Oh, that might be it. Oop, this guy did not. This guy did not. Some of them appear to be refreshing their trades. Oh, we're so close to being able to spend all the iron that we brought. Damn. Okay. No, we're... Wait. Did you reset? You did not. Why you act like you reset, but you did not? Okay, let's go get... We need a axe. We need a Unbreaking 3 book, efficiency book. Do we want to add sharpness to this right away? Probably. Alright, let's see. So first off, we need bookshelves. So we need 2 bookshelves, 6 books. We need a mending book. Depth Strider, Respiration, Looting, Power, Punch, Unbreaking. We do need that. We need our axe. Aqua, Infinity, Sweeping Edge, Protecciones 4. Fortunes 3. Silk Touch, beautiful. Efficiency 5, beautiful. Where's our sharpness guy? Did we not get a sharpness guy? Did one of you have sharpness and something else? And I didn't remember? Doesn't appear so. Sweeping Edge, Bane of Awful Turds, Efficiency Lure, Depth Strider, Curse of Binding, Impaling. Oh, there he is. Sharpness 5. There we go. Got that. And then while we're here, let's fill up on carrots. Don't need many, but we'll take them. Perfect. And then we also need name tags. I'm pretty sure. So let's go and buy some name tags. Got 12 name tags. We're down to 2 emeralds from all of that. Not a bad trade. 3 stacks of emeralds got us 5 books and an axe. Well, technically 11 books, 12 books. All right, do we have enough levels for this is the next question. You need to do sharpness and efficiency together. We're not going to have enough for this. 13, 14. Shit, we're out of levels. How much? 26, damn it. Damn it. Wait, how about now? 26, damn it. Alright, fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, I really want mushroom blocks for this. I think it'll just look so nice, so I'm willing to do that. I'm willing to go get the extra bits here. Let's bring our bed. No, let's bring a different bed with us. Purple bed, yeah. And 3 more stacks of iron. Sun is setting. Let's go see if we got the refresh by chance. I doubt it, but maybe. Just freaking maybe. They reset, and if they did, it would be exceptional. Ooh, they may have. Did you reset? Some of you may have. Alright, all we need is 26 levels. Hopefully we are able to achieve that. We're gonna be just short here, damn it. Just shy. Is that all? 24? Is that all we get to? Oh, 25. Hold. Come on. One more. One more. One more. Yes. There we go. 26 levels. And now we can get our Silk Touch axe, and that way we can actually go mine some mushroom blocks without having to break them or anything like that. All this iron, all these emeralds can go in there. We have 26 levels. We do this. Boom. Ultimate Pickaxia. Okay, now we need to head over here to get... Go get some mushroom blocks. Do I want brown and white and red? Maybe. Maybe. Just maybe. Hello, Dillo. Goodbye, Dillo. Bum, 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 bum. All right. Where is our random ass? Aha. Oh, there's a witch hut. A witch hut. Come here, mushrooms. I am coming for you. Put that onto 3 and get the mushies. That way, at least we can put 2 new blocks into here. Is it kind of cheating? Kind of, but it is accessible to the open air, so I am going to count it. Let's chop down. I don't know how many mushrooms we're gonna need, but I feel like we should anyway. We can make like little toadstools and stuff, which feel very frog-esque, but I'm unsure, actually. I am unsure. Oh, so satisfying mining the mushrooms, though. Very, very satisfying. Okay, let's get a couple more. I don't think we're going to end up using this many, but it's better to have them. They look really good anyway, so we might as well, and we'll use them for other things as well, I'm sure. What? I don't know, but we'll probably use it for something. Beautiful. Alright, and let's just mine this brown mushroom, and then we will head home. I guess we will mine this one too, because it is in our way, kind of, in our path. At the very least. Thank you, Mushroom, for coming to my TED Talk. Alright, cool. Yeah, a couple stacks. That should be more than enough to get that going. What other things would be in a frog habitat? What is that? Oh, hello. Ooh, propagules. Yes, let's get some propagules. I think they'll make a nice addition here. Nice addition. We probably do need a couple lily pads here as well, to be honest. You know, how can you do a thing without a lily pad, right? Oh, yeah, the mudded root blocks. Where's all my propagules? There. 7. It's not enough. It's not enough. Hello, frogs. Why are there orange and green frogs here? That's weird. And a wolf! Hi. I don't have bones for you. I don't have bones for you, dude. Sad. Frog.
They're my points and I want them now!
How did I know that you were that person? How did I know? Give me 1 second. Let me fly back to the base. If you read the description, it is not my feet. Oh. Good, yeah. Yeah. Hello. It is, like I said, not mine, to be very clear. That's why you have to read the descriptions very carefully. Joe Biden, Norwood, scale curse. What the hell does Norwood mean? Are we drunk today? Are we actually communicating because we're drunk? Amazing. Outstanding. Outstanding. Alright, let's see if we can't do a little mushroom action. Badger, 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 mushroom, mushroom, badger, badger, badger. Just adds that little pop of color. Those little like toadstools, I think, are gonna do it. Oh, they're so cute. Look at them. Look at them. Look at my little mushrooms. Sick. Sick. I like them. They're so cute and tiny, but I think they work really well, actually. Yeah. Nothing screams frogs to me more than mushrooms, to be honest. And I don't know why that is the case, but it is. Frogs and mushrooms feel like they belong together. Ooh, can we perhaps hide some lighting up here? We could, if we had any. This is where I'd put my frog light, if we had any. Professional. Ah! Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Give me. Give me. Give me. Give me. Alright, feels lit up in here. Feels pretty good. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. And you bet your ass we're gonna hide a light here. Yes. Yes. We gotta get creative with our lights. What if you did like a second stem? Oh, that's not a stem. You're not a stem. Ooh, no, we can't do it there. What if we did a second stem, like here, with a secondary shroom? Ah! I love it. I love it. Yes. Ooh. No. Don't want to do that, I think. Yeah. Oh, that looks so nice, though. What if we could... Yeah. I don't love that it... Ooh. Ooh. Interesting. I forgot it did that when you did them. Okay. Mushroom. Right there. Nice little mushroom. Mush mush. I would like just a small boy right there. He is a small boy after all, with a hidden frog light. Because we can do something tricky and just do like that. Oh, no, not there. Kind of like that. Oh, that's sick. That's sick. I like that a lot, actually. Oh, that's so sick. I feel like they would be growing more in the corners than they would be outright anywhere else, right? But maybe we can do one or two somewhere. Mushroom. You're not a stem. Little boy right there. Little mushroom boy. Also makes me want to add a little bit of these kind.
Take a moment, get your life together. Ads are here. Oh!
Ads are here. Oh. Nani? Ooh. Little mushroom hat for you. Yeah. There's something amazing about the baby mushrooms here. I don't know. They give me so much joy. Mushroom joy. Ooh, that's a nice dirt block. How does that look with terracotta? Ooh. Do one more shroom over here, perhaps. One more. We could add a hidden light source here, and I feel like I should. There's no reason not to, right? Oh, it just looks so nice. It's so simple, but it's so good. Ah, I love it. I love it. All right, that's gonna look really good.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Surprise. Hello. Okay, I would like more mushrooms over here. Even though you're not gonna be able to see these mushrooms, I would like them. I am going to add a hidden light there too, I think. Yeah. Yeah. And I feel like these two are like friends with each other, you know? These mushrooms are friends. Let's bulk it out just a little. Yes. Yes. I love it. It really adds like a pop of color in here that I didn't know that I wanted, but it actually is something I very much want. And not all mushrooms are created equally, obviously, so we want to make them a little bit different, and I think I have enough stem for, like, one more shroom. Maybe here. It's gonna be a big boy. Big boy! And I think we can add a hidden light in here as well. Just do something like that. Little mushroom action. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, this place is starting to really come together here. I am enjoying it immensely. Alright, I would like a couple more of these random-ass branches, I think. Maybe connecting the ceiling here. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird, but I kind of dig it. Like it connects and spirals all the way up to the ceiling. Nice. Love it. I like getting involved in these like little tiny projects as well. They're so much fun. Okay, let's get the water in now, and then I want to try and... Ooh, there's a creeper. Yeah, we're gonna have to light that up. Gonna have to light that up, folks. Alright, so... what do we want to use for the ceiling? God, that looks so good. Like, already I want to add more and more and more. We're going to add glowberries for sure. We're going to add propagoules. Can you add these to stone? Do you have to add these to a... right. Can you not hang them like that? Oh, that's so sad. We'd have to, like, manually grow the tree. Ew. No. It's not a thing that will be happening here. Okay. So, we need what? Water buckets. Water buckets. Which we have 50 bajillion of. $50 bajillion. Okay, 2 water buckets should suffice. Don't want to add any dripstone in here because that will absolutely kill the frogs. So we don't want to do that. Frogs don't eat hay. Frogs eat insects. How could we make insects? We could get more firefly bushes. More firefly bushes could do the stuff. Let's use some achacha as well. I think achacha is a good choice. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Get out of there. Get out of there. Is there fish still alive in here? Fishy. Fishy? There he is. Woo! Hello. Yeah, you're kind of stuck there, bud. Good job. Good job. Alright, let's fill these. It's gonna get a little darker in here, but... we're also gonna need a metric shit ton of glowberries. That's cool. Can I fill those? You can. Beautiful. So it's gonna make the light levels just a little bit darker, but I think that's fine. And it adds that little bit of blue around as well, which I kind of like. Okay, so let's see. We gotta bring this in. We gotta bring it up. I'm hoping to see like jumping frogs in here because they'll be pushed into the water currents or into the soul sands here. And if that works as I hope it does, it'll look really cool. I do like the bubbles under the water, though. That's always very cool. I do want to see if frogs eat fish, because if they don't, we can put some fish in here as well. Oh, yep, that looks so good. Okay. Okay, and then we want to do all the little cracks, yeah. So we want to do things like this. And just fill these cracks with our water. And you'll see that this kind of makes a big difference in just filling this stuff with water. It's a big difference, I think, anyway. It's so simple, too, but it adds so much. Adds so much. That looks great. Oops. There we go. Okay. Do I want to fill all these with water? I don't know. Kind of. Good. Couple more, and then we should be cooking with gas here. It's so simple, yet it's so nice. You know what I'm saying? One more. And we have one more little watery section here. And then I think I want to do like a treetop canopy kind of, right? Like add a layer of leaves or something. Nothing can spawn on leaves. And then we wouldn't have to worry about that. Leaves would be easy. We have quite a bit of leaves. Can you plant these? You can. Will it grow? I don't really want to find out. If it grows, I'm going to be really fucking sad about it. Though there shouldn't be foliage. Alright, let's go get a bunch of leaves, I suppose. And we have one more mushroom stem. You go right there. Looking good in the neighborhood. Alright, leaves or what? Spruce leaves? We did use spruce leaves over there already. Bamboo doesn't have leaves. Do we just use moss, or what do we use here? I would say the gray leaves, but you really can't. The gray leaves would not work here at all. They would not work. We could just use the mangroves. Let's just use the mangroves. Okay, now we're going to need quite a bit of dirt to do some scaffolding. Take our rockets, nice. Ooh, take our lily pads and a little bit of dirt. Nice. Little bit of greenery goes a long way. What biome is this? Ooh. Is there any green blocks that we haven't used yet? Hold on. Green blocks Minecraft. Block of emerald, green concrete, green terracotta, green concrete powder, green wool, green glazed terracotta. Maybe the glaze. As weird as that is, maybe the green glaze? Let's just see what we can do over here, and we'll go from there. So I know we want like a ton of leaves, you know? Like I know that this needs to be kind of like covered, because it needs to be a environment that would allow for breeding of frogs. And we know that if it's going to be a place in which frogs can successfully breed, the humidity needs to be quite high. So we need to do something along those lines. Like, it needs to be a jungle in here, pretty much. I don't know how I feel about that. I think we just gotta make, like, big swooping vines instead. Bear with me while I use the wrong tool to chop all of this down, because I am too lazy to go get the correct tool. Much too lazy to get the correct tool here. Alright, so we want to make vines, huh? So we kind of need to do something like this. Big, droopy vines that kind of connect to the walls. Yeah, kind of like that. I think that needs to be a lot thicker, but it's close. I do think that needs to be a lot thicker. Let's give it a shot. And then maybe connect to it in other areas. Feel like that's gotta be the kicker here. So we make big sweeping vine. Kind of anchored to the ceiling here. And yeah. I think that'll work. Doesn't quite work. Doesn't quite work as I had intended, to be honest. How do? Connect this to the ceiling somehow. Like an anchor point almost. And if we do that correctly, it should turn out all right. Yeah, something like that, like a real thick vine. Yeah, it goes like straight up into the ceiling, and then from the ceiling, it kind of like sends its tendrils down, its air roots. I think that's close. Think that's close. And yeah, that feels pretty good actually. So we're going to want to hang quite a few of these, I feel. In order to keep the humidity in here, you're gonna want it, right? So let's start at the tippity top. Let's figure that out. Tippity top, and then connect like straight to here, I think. And then kind of mess it up a little bit. And then we should be able to add again our air roots coming off of that. And I do feel like I want to probably add a little bit of the brown roots to it too. Alright, so that looks a little weird right there. Good from one angle, not so great from the other. Better? No. Slightly better? Slightly better. I hear a wandering trader. Yeah, looks okay. That's fine. Alright, that looks fine. Let's continue going upwards here. And then I'm wondering what if we did some of these? Where it's like real thin, but kind of poofy? How does that make me feel? Looks fine. You're not going to be looking at the ceiling too much, so I'm not too worried about it, because like the focal is this, right? This is the view you want. You're not really looking up at the ceiling. But we do need to kind of do this everywhere then, just to ensure that if you do look up at the ceiling like a dirty hoe, then there's something to see. Kind of just like creeping these vines everywhere. Just creep in the vine. Good. Yeah, you really don't notice it. As long as it's like there and we're covering up enough of the stone, it doesn't look like you really notice. So I think that's okay. Will say we should have done the roof first before we did all of this ridiculous shit, though. Because now it's proving to be slightly annoying. So we need like something over here. Could just add more stone to this too. I'm definitely making this very difficult on myself for sure. Something like that. Nice little vine action. Again, we're doing this for the sake of the humidity of the frogs. They won't be able to breed if they do not have the humidity. So we need to make that. I think that's pretty easy to do. I would like to go and get... Yes, we're almost there. I'd like to go get a bunch of our glowberries. Bunch of glowberry. What are the odds that we just have glowberries? We do have bone meal. Ooh, the red vines might hit hard in there. I'm not gonna put the spider webs because, well, we could actually. In real life, like tarantulas especially, will adopt frogs as their pets. So we kind of could do that actually if we really wanted to. We could add some spiders in there. But if we add the spiders in there, then we can never go in there again because we'll just get attacked. Alright, let's sit here and glow this berry. Two stacks should be okay, and then we'll need another probably 2 stacks of bone meal to 2 stacks of bone meal to make the actual berries again, because I don't think they just grow. I don't think they grow. Alright, that is quite a bit of berries. Quite a bit of berry. This area is looking so nice. Oh, that pop of red. Oh, that hits so hard. That hits so hard. Oh, wait. We need more bone meal or else we cannot grow the lights. We need the lights. We need the lights. Two stacks should be sufficient. This is so cool. It's so nice. So, like, obviously you can have... Oh, we needed shears. Shit. I keep forgetting things. Get rid of that and the buckets to go and get shears, because otherwise what will happen is they will just overtake us completely. Which we do not want. Do not overtake us. Simply allow for goodness to occur. The glow berries are going to add a little bit of that ambiance. And we definitely want some to go to the ground, but we definitely also want some to be like just chilling, you know?
Take a moment, get your life together. Ads are here. Oh!
Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, yeah, you can't put it on that shit. Can put it on these, though. Which is kind of annoying, to be honest, because I want them to be... I want them to be more... Can put it on wood, though, interestingly enough. Can you put them on mushrooms? You can put them on mushrooms. I don't know why they don't just make it so you can put these on leaves, man. Because that makes me have to use moss, like, up there. If I want to keep it all green. Which we could. Like, it's not the end of the world if we do that.
Surprise, motherfucker!
Surprise. Okay, now it's getting real bright in here. The lushness is starting to seep in, rather. That's feeling good. Does it need this for the light? No, but I kind of like it, so we're gonna do it. And then sometimes there just won't be anything on it, but a lot of the times we're gonna just have light, I think. Little bit of light. Like, this thing should be kind of infested with these things. Most likely. It's sick. It's very sick. We have to see how it looks from that side too, because I did not do that yet. Alright, we're gonna need some moss so that we can put it up in the air like that. Where's our moss, dude? Yep. Up. Yeah. Lots of, like, mini parkour in here. I think you could probably get all the way up. Let's grab a hunk of moss. Yeah, buddy. It just looks so nice. And I know I'm tooting my own horn here, so to speak, but I don't care. Let's put some moss down there. And then all we need to do for these leaves to work is then add a bit of moss. And they will work like a charm. Beautiful. I'm okay with a couple being right next to the entry. Alright, let's put a moss block there just to connect. It's gonna look good. Maybe if we like framed some of them as well, that could be kind of cool. Yeah, not all of them need their glow, just some of them. You can see though, just by adding a touch more light here, everything is really kind of coming together. Okay, that looks good. So far, so good, and I don't know what more I would like to add to this, to be honest. Like, I'm pretty damn happy with it. Maybe a little bit more leaves over there somewhere, but I'm pretty damn happy with it. With how it's turned out here. Our inventory's a friggin' mess, though. Good lord. Also, didn't we have glass? Yeah. I was like, didn't we have glass in one of these things? So, again, you're gonna be looking at this through this massive window right here. This massive two-toned window. Which needs to come up higher in some spots than other spots. And finish it all the way up here, probably. Here, 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 here. Something like that, like all the way up. So you can look and see. And then we'd probably need to make like a secret entrance in here somehow. Something like that. And then what you'd need to do is take our rock. Like so. And you'd fill in this portion right here. something like that. Just fill it in, and then you could probably even leave some of these as like peepholes. And then we'll cover that with like moss. That'll work. Okay, so we want to extend this just a bit. Like that. Probably the same depth, I would guess. I don't love that. Don't love that. That looks pretty good. Pretty good. Yes. Good, good. And then I don't think they could get through that, but just to be safe, let's make sure they absolutely can't. That's gonna look really good. Yep, and then we'll add the other cave bit kind of sticking out from here. Something quite along the lines of like maybe that. And another green block there just to, yeah. That looks so nice. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. And I guess we just poke something like that. That should work. Good, 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 good. Oh, yes. That looks so nice. And you can just see like the little bits of the mushrooms and stuff in there. I fuck with that. Okay, it is time. We're going to move the frogs in. We're moving the frogs. This is not going to work very well, for sure. How get them in, perhaps? I didn't really think about that, huh? I didn't really think about how I would get them in. I guess we just break the glass. Guess we just break the glass and then we take them through the front. It's not completely done. We still got to add more vines and stuff and clean up the edges, but it's done enough where I can definitely bring the frogs in. So we're going to do that. We're going to do that. A lot of little, like, Easter eggs here. And these are some of my favorite projects, honestly, where it takes, you know, a long, long time. But it just looks great. Like, something so small is taking so long. But I think that is still good. All right. The Great Frog Exodus of 2012. Yes. Yes. The year 19,02012. Wait. 190,012. Yes. All right. This is going to go horribly. This is going to go horribly. Okay, and then... Okay, we got them all. We got them all. Come on, Bubba's. There's no fucking shot all of these make it over there, right? There's no fucking shot. There's so many of them. There's so many. Holy. I wish I could just go up that way. Okay, fuck it. We'll go around. We'll take the long route. Look at all of them. There's so many. Most people are like, you know what we need frogs for? We need frogs for frog lights. And I agree. However, most people do not make a frog habitat. Habitat. Jesus. Can you speak English? Obviously not. Come on, frogs. Here we go. I don't know if it's going to be annoying to work on the rest of that with them in there, but I don't care. I want to see the frogs in there. I want to see the frogs. Come on, ribbits, let's go. All right, so far so good. Okay. Moment of truth. We've got the frogs. Right. Put the glass back first, most likely. Right. All right. You're free. 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 Okay, how many are still being led by me? I can't tell. Who has leads on you? Who does not? Where are you going? I'm accidentally breeding frogs. It's not intentional. Alright, are all of you... Are all of you unled? He's on a lily pad! Yo! They jumped to lily pads! What? What? I love it. Okay, I need all of you assholes to get the fuck out of this corner, though. Like, why are you in this corner? Be like the orange frog. Orange frog gives no fucks about you. Look at him. Look at him go. Dude, they jump on the branches. Ah! That's what I wanted. Did I leave a hole? Is that what's happening here? Did I leave somewhere for you to escape? There's gonna be a lot of frogs in here. Every time we make babies, by the way, they produce 4 babies. Alright, why are you... Alright, I need all of you to just come here. Alright, you see, I have the frog balls. You see? You see them in my hand. Look at me. Alright, we must go through the water. Let's go, frog army. Go, go. Yes. Oh, this is amazing. This is amazing. Alright, I just want to bring, like, some of them, like, elsewhere, you know? Okay. Stop following me, and now be free. Go do your own frog things. Okay, I'm hoping they just kind of disperse and go, like, every which direction. I don't like that they're hanging out over there. We may have to do something about that, because they're, like, hanging out right next to the glass there, and I don't like that. Look at that! They're under the mushroom! Woo! Oh, they can swim in that? Oh, I don't know if that's a good thing, actually. I didn't realize that they could swim in a stair. What? Okay, well, that's freaking weird. Why can you swim in stairs, dude? Good, good. Explore, frolic. I'm willing to breed 2 more, I think. You and you. And you and you. Oh, we got tadpoles! We've got tadpoles! Damn, that was quick. That was quick as hell. Oh, that is so nice. Hi, Bear. Okay, so we'll get 4 more frogs eventually. I wish I could keep them in tadpole state. Like, to have some tadpoles swimming around here would be freaking awesome. Maybe we try putting a fish in here? I don't know. Maybe. I really want to see them, like, up on the branches. That's what I want. I like that they're under the mushrooms and they're on top of the mushrooms. I'm hoping they don't take fall damage from this tree right here. Like, I'm hoping I didn't build this too high where they take fall damage. Oh, that's very cool. 24/7 frog cam, yeah. Be cool. What I've learned from this already is we need more orange ones because the orange ones really stand out. Whereas the gray and the green, because of everything else in here, they don't stand out as much. And so we'll have to do that. We'll have to do that at some point. There is one more view. I would like to look at this first. And then we'll see. We'll see. So I would like to see over from this point of view. I know there's not many frogs over here, but like when you look through, oh, that's so cool. Oh, that's so cool. Are frogs the first animals here that breed by them? They don't breed by themselves. You have to feed them slime balls. You have to feed them slime balls. And then they make the tadpole eggs, and then the eggs hatch in like 10 minutes or something. I still am going to go and add like grass over all of the moss, I think. We're still going to finish the ceiling, add a bunch more leaves and moss and glowberries. And we're going to fix the stone on the sides. But I think we're just about done. That's actually really cool. This is one of my favorite builds here. This is so cool. And I like that I give you viewing areas too. So like you can come in here and you can just like see, you can look in. And eventually there will be, you know, a shitload of frogs in here, right? Which will be really, really nice. So we have one thing left to do before we end for today. And that is to name your frog. It's the last thing on the agenda. Oh, we don't have enough levels. Okay, we gotta get one level. Uno level. Just trade all that we have, I guess, real quick. Just because I know we're gonna need levels at some point, and might as well just have them when we do. Alright, 13 levels, that's good. Let's go get one. Would you like a orange, green, or gray one? To be named Froggy. Green. Okay, we can do green. Look at these assholes trying to escape already. What do you want out there? There's nothing out there. Alright, let's find a miscellaneous green one, I think. Ooh, you. You are Froggy. Damn, they jump so fucking high. That's crazy. Awesome. Look how many tadpoles there are. Holy Lord. I wish I could keep some as tadpoles. That would be so nice. Like, the only way we can do that is to keep breeding them, and this is going to get out of hand very quickly. So I don't know if I'm going to include the frogs as part of the baby making, because this will lag us out very, very quickly. Each frog produces 4 babies, so that's gonna add up like exponentially in here, and there's already like, I don't know, 30 frogs. So we probably won't be doing that. Frogs, can you? Okay, all of you, come to me. Come here. Come to the other side of the little pond. You're actually annoying me. Because they keep wanting to be right next to the damn glass. There we go. Alright, well, we'll try to fix that. But I do believe that is going to do it for me for today. It is 5:30. We did stream for 3.5 hours today, which I definitely did not intend. But I was having so much fun with this, I decided to keep going. So tomorrow we're going to try to finish this thing once and for all. And we may start on the house right above me. We'll see. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, guys, and until next time, ciao.